Well, here we go again. On Saturday, the Powerball jackpot will be up to $625 million. And I guess after they take out the taxes and the luxury taxes, you walk away with, $320 million only. So here we go again, where this possibility dances in your mind. You fantasize about what would happen if I actually won. What would happen if I woke up the next morning and I looked at the numbers and I would find, oh my God, I actually won. And you'd take care of all your friends, screw everybody else, and you'd have to hire private security so no one will kidnap any members of your family. I mean, it's just, where am I going to move to? How is this going to change my life? I'd never have to worry about money again. I could buy all the socks I wanted, and if I couldn't match a pair of socks, I wouldn't even care. I mean, I could buy the most expensive mansion, and I could buy a country, and here we go again. And we're all going to talk about the Powerball. It's the fourth largest jackpot in Powerball history, in the history of Powerball that goes way back to the days of Jesus. 10 BC, I believe, was the first Powerball. I really don't know. I'm not good on my history as far as Powerball is concerned. Here we go. Again.
On the air everywhere, this is New England Broadcasting.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Hold on tight, things can get a bit weird, if you like that sort of thing.
Okay, all right. Welcome to the program. I am Ron Van Dam. I can prove it, but I'm not going to. If he's not going to release his tax returns, I'm not going to prove who I am. Here's something I don't understand. The House Investigative Committee is trying to get a hold of Trump's tax returns, and Trump won't hand them over. And I'm thinking, wait a minute now, you're with the government. Why do you have to subpoena Trump for his tax returns? Can't you get anybody's tax returns you want? I'm not quite getting this. Why would you have to subpoena anybody for records that are government records? What? I would love to see Trump's tax returns. I bet he deducted office supplies that he couldn't do, that he wasn't able to. They could get him on the office supplies. Apparently, Trump lied to Deutsche Bank about his assets, and therefore Deutsche Bank gave Trump huge amounts of loans. I'm not talking about a loan like for $20,000. I'm talking about loans for millions and tens of millions and hundreds of millions of dollars. That's a Deutsche Bank for you. Douche Bank giving money to a douche bag. I'll tell you, I'm not doing business with Douche Bank because if they're going to give away money like that to douche bags, I'm taking my money out. I don't have any money with Douche Bank. Thanks. Can you imagine going to Douche Bank and and asking for a car loan and they turn you down, and yet they give like $500 million to douche a bag to Trump. I mean, like, wow, is that like an insult or what? I always thought like money laundering was like when your dollars get all like dirty, you send them to the dry cleaners. Speaking of dry cleaners, and I've talked about this before, and no one can ever answer this question. And I've even been on the Google machine, and Google doesn't even really want to answer the question. It kind of dances around the answer. So there's something very suspicious going on about this. And here's the question. What is Martinizing? Now, they don't have it anymore, I don't believe. But about 10, 15 years ago, dry cleaners offered a service called Martinizing. And I remember saying to the dry cleaner, who rarely spoke English, I remember saying, what is Martinizing? And they would never answer me. Like it was a giant cover-up. What is Martinizing? Who is Martin, and what's he doing to my dry cleaning? And I don't even understand what dry cleaning is, to be honest with you. How do you clean something without making it wet? How do you clean something and keeping it dry? What do you do? What are you people doing back there? I give you my clothes, you put them in a big ball, and then you put them in a bag, and I don't see them for like 2-3 days. And when they come back, they're coming down this automated a series of hangers. And there's like millions and millions of things hanging from hangers. Somehow you know which clothes are mine. And I don't know what you did to them. I'm paying for them, too. My clothes are hostage. You're keeping my pants as a hostage. You will not get your pants back until you give me money. Oh, this sounds shady to me. I don't understand dry cleaners. I don't understand what they do. I don't even understand why I give them my clothes, but I do. Because when they come back, they're all like they're like even nicer than when I bought them. When I bought the clothes, they were like folded up and they had creases in them. You buy dress shirts and they're folded up so that they fit in this neat little package, you know, and pants are like folded. There's like creases at the knees. But then you bring them into a dry cleaner, and they come back like brand new with no creases at all, in better shape than when you bought them. Here's the ironic part of dry cleaning, my friends. I wear dress shirts every once in a while because I have some semblance of dignity. Not a lot, but some. Dress shirts at most stores like Sears and that kind of stuff, I mean, you can spend like $80 on a dress shirt, or they can be as low as like $20. All right, here's the deal. I buy the dress shirts. They get dirty. I send them to the dry cleaners. Cost me $3 to have it dry cleaned. Okay, wait a minute now. That's like a lot of money. It's a lot of money. What's going on there? What are you doing to those shirts? Are you wearing them? What are you doing to them? My doctor tells me to stay away from starches. Yet I like starch in my shirts. It's odd. I don't understand dry cleaners. I don't get it. I think it's a racket. I think it's fantastic that they can make that kind of money, but I don't know what the hell they're doing, and I need to be educated. And this Martinizing thing, I don't know. I want to meet Martin someday. I've talked about this before. This guy Martin probably owned a dry cleaning place, and he said, we're not making enough money. We're making a good percentage of what they're buying the clothes for. Yeah, we're doing all right, but I want to make more. Tell you what, I'm going to start a process named after me called Martinizing. Okay, what are you going to do? What are you going to do to the clothes? Nothing. I'm going to make them pay for it, but I'm not going to do anything. It's like when I go to a car wash, they're selling me something about undercoating, something that I will never see because I would never get down on my back and roll myself under my car to make sure that there's undercoating on it. I don't even know what that is. Apparently they spray something underneath my car as it's rolling through a car wash while it's dripping wet. I'm kind of wondering how that's possible. And yet that costs money. I'm paying money for stuff I don't understand, is my point. Sometimes I go to these to hairdress. I have a hairdresser. Yeah, I know. I don't even have any hair hardly, but I go to a hairstylist. If I have one hair left on my head, that sucker's going to be styled. It's going to look good. So I go to a hairstylist. She's a really good hairstylist. It's fairly expensive, but she's good. And she gives me something called a keratin treatment. And she puts this goop on my hair, and she says, don't wash your hair for like 7 years. But, it's keratin treatment, and it's going to make your hair very, very nice. And I say, thank you very much. I have no idea what that stuff is. I don't know what keratin is. Is it made from carrots? I have no idea. I guess it's something that, some healthy protein for your hair. I don't know. I don't know why my hair needs a certain kind of protein. Am I feeding it wrong? Am I eating the wrong foods? Am I abusing my hair? I have no idea. Apparently I'm not, because as I said a few days ago, hair's growing out of my nose and out of my ears at a rapid pace, so I'm doing something right. So I get this keratin treatment. It costs money. I don't know what it does. I don't know what it is. But for a couple of days, it makes my hair look better. Now, I wouldn't say, what is it about going to a hairstylist? Ron, you're all over the map today. What the hell's wrong with you? I don't know. I don't know what's wrong. I go to a hairstylist, and no matter what they do to me or don't do to me, when I get up from that chair, I think I look better. I don't know if it's their mirrors or what. I think I look better. And then I get home, and it's like, it's already starting to come apart a little bit. And by the next day, it's like I never went there. But I keep going back. And it's odd because when I'm sitting in the hairstylist chair, they put this big bib around me, like I'm going to have a large amount of spaghetti, or the lobster, the butter sauce from the lobster is going to get all over my clothes. They put this gigantic full-course bib around me to protect my clothes from the keratin, I guess. I have no idea. And they're messing with my hair. They're doing stuff, putting all kinds of goop in it, and hairspray and straighteners, and I don't know what the hell's in there. They blow dry it. They blow dry it. They shampoo it. They massage it. They do everything to my hair that could possibly be done. They color it. They paint it. They chisel it. They do everything that can possibly be done to hair. And then when it's all over, this is actually funny. When it's all over, they rip off the bib that's been covering your clothes, and they say, here it is. And it's the unveiling of the hairstyle, but your hair isn't covered. It's your body that's covered. They rip it off your body, and yet you look at your hair, and the unveiling's in the wrong place. I don't know. But you always look good, and you always tip them very well because you look good. And then you get home and you go, whatever. It's just another facet of our lives that kind of make no sense. Because you know the look that's in right now for hair? It's the sloppy look. It's the hot mess look. That's what's popular. Why are we going to hairstylists to make our hair look like it's messy? I don't know. I remember a time when girls used to iron their hair. Iron their hair. This is when hairstyling and dry cleaners kind of came together. Well, we're gonna make your hair look good. What are you gonna do? We're gonna iron it. I want you to put your head on the ironing board. We're gonna iron your hair. What are you, fucked? No, this is what we do now. We iron your hair. Wow. This is blowing my mind, man. Wow. Wow. If you're ironing my hair, I'd hate to see what you're going to do to my clothes. But this is what they used to do. Now, I don't think they took the hot iron and put it right on the hair. I really don't know how that was done, but I know that ironing the hair was a thing at a time. Different hairstyles. There used to be a hairstyle back in the 80s where you made your hair as voluminous as possible, like as much volume in your hair as possible, to the point where you literally could not fit through a door frame. I mean, your hair would be like puffing out all over the place, and that was supposed to be a good look. So I don't know anymore. All I know is Powerball is going to be a lot of money, and I'm probably going to play it, and I'm probably going to go through my fantasies again. And the day will come on Saturday or Sunday, whenever they announce these God-forbidden numbers, and I will lose again, and I will be looking at defeat, staring it in the face, and saying to it, "You've foiled me again. You've manipulated money out of my wallet. Congratulations. I'm a loser." Oh! I know.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. We continue to take the road to the pot of gold, and somehow we never reach it. We just never reach it. Because life is a carnival, ladies and gentlemen, full of cotton candy and shysters who have you play carnival games that you will never win. That's what life is.
Ron Van Dam likes to treat every listener as someone with whom he is having an intimate, personal relationship. Although no money changes hands, there are fewer sticky bodily fluids, about half as many apologies, and he probably won't have to get rid of your body in the long run. Other than that, it's a pretty standard relationship for Ron. You're listening to The Ron Van Dam Show.
We have a great guest coming up shortly in the program. Not that the guest is short, but it's a short amount of time before the guest does appear on this particular program. I've often said to my hairstylist, the person who makes my hair look wonderful, all three of them, not three hairstylists, three hairs, I think I'm doing a keratin treatment in my nose hairs so that they flow fancifully out of my nostrils. I keep saying to her, I said, you're doing very, very well in your hairdressing business here, but, if you want to go into business with me, here's an idea. Let's grow hair. Let's grow hair. Let's find some way for people to have hair again. And I'm talking about aging women who get thinning hair. I'm talking about men who literally get bald spots and lose almost all of their hair, if not all. Let's come up with some way where a person, if they want a full head of hair, can have it. And I'm not talking about wigs that are detectable. Or perhaps come up with a hairpiece that is undetectable. There's no way you can tell that someone's wearing a hairpiece. People can run their fingers through your hair and your hair won't come out of your head. Invent that, and we will be rich. We will patent it, and we will be the richest people on the planet. Richer than Bill Gates. Richer than the guy who won the Powerball on Saturday. Or will. You're in the hairdressing business. Invent hair. I'm not asking you to cure cancer here, although it would be nice. All I'm asking you to do is invent some hair. Something. Either real hair or undetectably not real hair. But do something about it. The industry is begging for it. It's salivating for an answer. A way to have hair. We're a vain society. We'll pay a fortune for it if you can take care of it somehow. So between your hair appointments and the people that come in, sit down at a table and invent some hair. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking for a lot. Do I ask anything of you ever? No. I'm asking you for this one thing. Invent some hair. Doesn't sound like a rocket science. Invent some hair. Figure it out. Do it after dinner or something, before you go to bed. Figure out how to give people hair if they want hair. Let's do it, man. Stop this game. It's foolishness. All right, fine. That's enough. That'll be enough of me. All right, let's talk to our guest.
Good morning.
How you doing, Kareen?
I'm doing very well, and how are you?
I'm doing very well as well. I'm well today. Kareen Wilson is a manager and patient therapist at Contemporary General Dentistry in West Hartford, Connecticut. She's been working with people and patient care forever. Not that you're that old. I mean, you know. And you're kind of helping us with what, even as adults, I know we're talking about children pretty much, but even as adults, going to the dentist is just not something that you celebrate. It's odd. And I guess when you're young, if that's not such a concern, you're kind of seasoning them for something that you should be taking care of every year.
Yes, yeah. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to start them out young and making it fun and exciting and doing something a little bit more than the typical, I got to go to the dentist.
I know.
So you will find that nowadays it's gotten a lot better. So we're trying to start them out young.
Yeah, it's so important. But dentistry has kind of come a long way. Like year after year, there are more advancements where it's not that daunting anymore.
Yes, and we're finding that dentistry has progressed a lot, and not only just in the actual being in the chair, but just the products that are available now to adults and even to children. So right now, Crest has just released a wonderful toothpaste, bubble gum and strawberry flavor that kids are really going to enjoy and they're going to want to get into. And you know, as a parent, that you're giving them something that's going to help to make their teeth a lot stronger. Yeah. They're having fun. You know it's good for them. Everybody's happy.
Yeah, I love the everybody's happy part. That's a good thing. And when you talk about these flavors, we're not talking about sugar in the toothpaste, are we?
No. And a lot of times people think that when you actually have a flavor to something, especially in a toothpaste, that they have to add sugar to it, and that's not what's going on here. The Crest toothpaste is got a very good fluoride in it that actually helps to strengthen the enamel of the teeth. It's a gentle flavor that penetrates the tooth, makes the tooth a lot stronger, helps to prevent cavities. And when you are preventing cavities, you are setting your child up for success later on in life. Less cavities, less fillings, less pain, less decay. And this is where we want to go with this. So no, you're getting good stuff in these toothpastes. It's
a good deal. Speaking of the Crest thing, which has been around forever, there are so many varieties of things that the toothpaste does. Some of it is like it's good for your gum, prevents gingivitis. Other is got a lot of fluoride. Other is it protects the enamel. Others it whitens your teeth. Why are so many choices? Why don't they just make one that's just incredible and does everything? Or is that
Well, you have to realize there are a lot of people. Well, a lot of people. The way that I look at it, that there are everybody sees things differently, and everybody has different needs. So by coming up with different toothpaste, you're supplying something for what somebody needs.
Okay.
So I like to think of it that there is a toothpaste for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a lot of products that are on the market. Everybody's happy. Everybody's getting something that they need. Yeah. And Crest has one toothpaste that I really particularly as an adult enjoy. And it does a little bit of everything, and that's what you need. You need something that's going to help to protect your teeth and take good care of your teeth. So as a child, the main thing that we're looking for is that a child is developing new teeth that are coming in, and they're going to need something that's going to help to strengthen your teeth. So the Crest Cavity Protection toothpaste is exactly what they need right now as their teeth are developing. Yeah. So it all depends on what's going on. If you have sensitivity, we have a great sensitivity toothpaste for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's true. As we get older, your gums start to recede, so you need that. You need protection against gum disease and all that. So I guess, you do need. Not to say that that toothpaste would lack somewhere else. It's just that component has been strengthened. Is I think what you're saying. I mean, the trick for both adults and children is to get you to the dentist on a regular basis. And that's kind of what you do, isn't it?
Right. Yes, and the ADA, which is the American Dental Association, has recommended us seeing kids as early as 1 year old.
Whoa!
Because we're trying to start. Yeah,
wow.
We're trying to start.
I don't even have teeth.
We're trying to start to heal children from when they start, and it kind of goes with education. So we're talking about other dental habits that they may have. A lot of mothers, believe it or not, still put their kids to bed with milk or juice and things like that in a bottle, and that can be very detrimental to young teeth. So if we can educate them young and show them where this is a better way, then what we're going to find is we're going to later on have kids that have stronger teeth, healthier teeth, and it's just better for everyone.
Okay, Kareen, I have a great idea for you to make millions of dollars. Here we go.
Okay.
It's the Kareen hotline. Right. It's the Kareen hotline. And the parent, if you got a child that doesn't want to go to the dentist, or a parent is saying, how do I get my kid to brush without complaining? Call the Kareen hotline. And they talk to you.
Yeah, and I got lots of tips.
Yeah, and you convince the kids. They say, well, put your kid on the phone. And you actually tell them what you're telling me. I think that'd be wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I love it. I love it.
I have to get 20% though, because it was my idea. All right. So, where do we go, and what do we do to help our kids along this path?
Well, like you said, if you do have young children, getting them to the dentist is very, very important. So start going to the dentist. But if you're looking for things online, or an easy way to get started is to go to Crest.com for more tips and information on the new Crest toothpaste, the cavity protection toothpaste, strawberry bubblegum flavors. They are going to love it, and you're doing something great for your kids.
I like that. I like the lobster flavored toothpaste. I don't know if they have it yet, but I would do that.
I don't think they're going to start with that one. Kids, I don't know, but kids are
probably won't work. Okay. You've been delightful, Kareen. Thank you so much for your time today.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
Fascinating stuff. I'm out of time for today. I could go on forever, but I don't think you'd like that. So let's just agree that this is enough right now. We're pretty much run the course for today. But here's the good news. I'll be back again tomorrow with a brand new show, so please join me then. But for today, I think we pretty much agree. Have yourselves a wonderful time. I wish you peace.